Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have Absurd with 1,298 rating versus Dagger with 1,725 rating. So this is going to be another high rated DB video, and let's hop right in. And then we are going to see Absurd win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, so they get to decide if they want to go first or second this match. And looking at the deck counts, we see 40 versus 40, gotta love to see it. And then Absurd will go ahead and decide to go first this match. And then looking at the opening hands, we have Paleozoic, this card just puts back a banished card. Backjack, Rodent Totem, Rise to Full Height, and then Book of Moons. So I'm actually going to read this. I kind of know what it does because it used to be used a lot with Omega in this, but I'm going to read it just to make sure. It's been a long time. It says target one face-up monster on the field, double its defense, but its defense becomes 0 at the end of the turn, but its graveyard effect is a good effect. It says you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one monster you control. Your opponent's monsters cannot attack for the rest of the turn except to attack that monster. This used to be so dumb with Omega, because you could Omega put this back on their standby, effect, banish, make it so that way they can only attack Omega, and then Omega get itself off board. It was just such a good little loop. Then they have Brotar, Saferd, Quick Launch, Chamber, and Recharger, so they don't have any going second cards. Then they're going to normal summon Backjack, turn that into a Link Karibo, and then Backjack effect, go ahead and banish 3, and then we can peep those, so some more Paleos. They are going to go ahead and make the Foolish Burial to the top, and then set 3 pass. They draw Black Dragon, and then they're going to go main phase, Quick Launch, bringing out Tracer, and then they're going to go ahead and normal summon out Saferd. They're going to let that go through, and then Saferd, get rid of Recharger and itself to go grab a Levy from the deck to the hand. And then they're thinking here, they're going to activate Book of Moon on Tracer, and then Chain Tracer effect to go ahead and tag out into a Rocket Synchron. And then Backjack effect to go ahead and mill the Foolish Burial, and then activate it. And then activate the effect in Graveyard to go ahead and special summon itself out. Send Rise to Full Height, so they're playing multiple of it. And then go ahead and use it on Link Karibo. Oh, that's pretty cool, because now they can only attack Link Karibo, and obviously this can just tag itself off when they go to attack it. And then activate on Rise to Full Height, and then chain the Foolish Burial in Graveyard. And then special summon out Black by banishing Saferd. Go ahead and turn that into Striker Dragon, and then get those effects. Go grab White, go grab Boot from deck to hand. Then they're going to go ahead and turn those into a quad, and then activate Boot. Boot effect the special summon back out from the graveyard. Go ahead and summon out Tracer and Rocket Synchron, and then banish Striker, summon White. They're thinking here, they're going to activate Rise to Full Height. Don't know. Did they target something there? Did I miss that? Activate, point at Tracer. Alright. And then go ahead and special summon this back out from the graveyard. And then go ahead and turn those into Pepega Ruler effect, go ahead and mill. So this is pretty cool, honestly. These are unaffected by monster effects, and they can't be attacked. Versus dragons, they're just not outing these this turn. And then they're going to grab Nib. Against a lot of decks, these wouldn't be outed. Regeki. Imagine. Chaos Space, go put back Striker Dragon, draw on the Twin. They are main decking Twin, though. That is something. But again, these are... Hold on, where is it? It says this card is not... this card is not treated as a trap. Then they're thinking here... They're taking forever. 6 minutes for a move? Has it really been 6 minutes? Wow, it has actually been a while. They're going to go ahead and go for Hot Red, and then Quad Boral effect, pop itself, and then that's going to bring out the Tracer and Recharger, and then go into Savage effect to go ahead and equip Quad Boral from the graveyard. Then they are going to go Battle Phase, effect, negate Link Karibo, and then they're going to attack it, effect, tribute itself off board. You can still activate it, it's just negated. And then moving on to main phase 2, they're going to go ahead, set Twin, pass turn, draw Trap Trick, and then go main phase. They're going to go ahead and overlay. This card's really cool. Oh, please negate it. Please negate it, because this card's unaffected by other monster effects. I want them to negate it and realize that they messed up. Then they can also just like use this from hand because of the XYZ. Then go ahead and activate Deinonymiscus, target Hot Red. They're going to go ahead and negate that. Normal summon out Rodent Totem, and then go for Sky Cavalry. And then battle phase, attack Hot Red, take 12. So they still take 12, and they're going to use the effect to go ahead and special summon back up from the graveyard. And then main phase 2, go for Downard, and then go for Zeus. And then Zeus effect, go ahead, wipe the board, Chain Savage, negate, and then Zeus effect, just wipe the board. Again, this is unaffected by monster effects, so it stays on board. And then set Trap Trick, go ahead, pass turn, draw Nib. They could have done this last turn if they wanted to, right? Because XYZ, normal summon Rodent Totem, Sky, Downard, Zeus. So they could have dropped it last turn if they really wanted to. I feel like you would, right? Like, just to get Nib on board. Like, that puts a monster on your field. It's not bad. But they're going to go ahead and rise to full height on Zeus. And then activate Trap Trick. Chain Deinonymiscus. Bring itself out. This is just so good right here. They're thinking, what are they going to set here? Needlebug Nest? Okay. Activate that, and then go ahead and chain Paleo Engrave. And then, they hit Backjack. They're playing multiple Backjack. They hit Rodent Totem, Frog, Paleos. That's like, such a good mill. I can't even like explain it with words. And then Jack effect. So they do get a Lost Wind out of that. They're gonna go ahead, stack the deck. And then anytime throughout this turn, they can go Backjack set. Summon Levy effect. That's going to out Zeus. Chaos Base, go ahead, put back Savage. They're going to chain Backjack to that effect to set Lost World, and they draw into Safred. So they don't want them drawing like Ash right there, because this card doesn't just set from the deck if you read it. It says you can banish this card from your graveyard, excavate the top card of your deck. So, that's how it works. I've also had a lot of people tell me, excavating isn't blank and blank, but it's like, okay, duality. Duality. There's a lot of cards that excavate. Researcher, all those. So you 100% could Ash this. Tiding, bring out Chamber, and then... they already went through both traps. And then go for Striker Dragon. Affect the Striker Dragon to go ahead and destroy itself. And then effect, grab Recharger effect, bring out Hot Red. Normal summon out Safred. And then they're going to go ahead and turn those into a seal. And then Safred effect, add back Levy. And then pass turn, draw Dupe Frog. Then they're going to banish Dupe Frog, bring out the Rodent Totem. And then overlay all those. This card's so good. This card's actually incredible whenever you summon it. So, again, just like the other ones, unaffected by monster effects. Once per turn, if a trap cards is sent from your spell and trap zone to the graveyard, you can excavate the top card of your deck, and if it is a trap card, add it to hand, otherwise send it to graveyard. Just free traps to hand. It's so good. And then its last effect, which is obviously its best effect, is you can, once per turn during either player's turn, if this card has a trap card as an XYZ material, you can detach one XYZ material from this card, target one card on the board, and pop. Card used to be pretty good versus Zoo. They're going to go ahead and out the Hot Red. They're thinking here. They're going to let that go. And then bring out Brotar. Then Brotar effect. They're going to target Seal. Discard Nib, go add Safred. And then battle phase, attack Seal. Then they're going to use Seal effect, try to bounce an XYZ, obviously unaffected. And then Seal second effect, bring out Black Metal. Beat over Brotar, gets banished. And then main phase 2 effect to go ahead and add a trap. And that's going to go grab Lean. Are they playing 3 of that? Or we've only seen 2. Okay. And then go ahead. Well, yeah, you can activate that, but you can only search if it has a Paleo trap underneath it. This card is just so good. Like, it's such a solid card for the Paleo deck. I remember when the new Master Rule hit, like right when it hit, like the Paleo XYZs were just like not good at all because you only had like one spot. And there's also like combos. I think it was like 2 Starboy plus Toad was like exactly 8,000. I forget. But they're going to go ahead and activate and then put back Dupe Frog. And then activate this effect to go ahead and mill. Oh, and they hit Trap Trick. Banish Dupe Frog, bring out Rodent Totem. Overlay for Totally Awesome. And then set Trap Trick. And then pass. 5 summons. And then they're going to activate Nib during the main phase. Activate Totally Awesome effect. They're going to get rid of that since it's just an Aqua. And go ahead set. Pass turn, draw driver. They can use standby, Toad effect to go ahead and detach and then summon out Swap Frog. Swap Frog effect, go ahead and dump Swap Frog. Then go main phase. They're going to banish Lights and Darks, summon out Levy, and then go ahead and use the Levy effect. They're going to chain Lost World to negate that and then bring out Paleo from the grave. And then use this effect to go ahead and mill. Oh, well, at least they get a Frog Engrave. So there's no way. I mean, your deck is built to stall, so I don't know what that means. But they're going to bring out Chamber and then go ahead and get rid of those. Go for Romulus. And then they're going to get Romulus and Black Metal Dragon. Go ahead and add the Red MD. Go add Ravine. I mean, yeah, it's like, this is going to be so hard to out. Like, actually winning this is like, I don't know. I don't think it's going to happen. Make LP, normal summon out Seyfert, and then go ahead and accidentally flip a coin. Then make Pisty. And then they're going to go ahead and use the LP effect, chain effect, to go ahead and pop Pisty. And then banish Seyfert, add back Levy. And obviously this doesn't summon because there's not a place where 2 links point to. And then activate Ravine, and then Ravine, discard driver, and that's going to go ahead and send Abs, and then Abs effect, go ahead and add from the deck to the hand a Rocket Synchron, and then they're going to go battle phase, activate Rise on the set Nib. It's going to target sets, I didn't even realize that. Target 1 monster you control, yep, fair enough. Yeah, it's been a while since honestly, it's been a while since I've read like any Paleo card. This deck just hasn't been too great for a while. I was playtesting it I was gonna say not too long ago, but it's actually been like a year now. That's crazy. A year's just flown by. But I remember I was testing this deck like right when Dragoon came out. I tried a whole bunch of random decks when Dragoon came out, and just none of them were that crazy. I even tested like Dragon Link with the Dragoon stuff. Then they're going to go ahead and beat over it. Main phase 2, go ahead, turn those into a seal. And then activate Pepega Ruler, banishing the light and dark. And then that's going to go ahead and bring itself out. Pass turn, draw Rise. All leaves, so they're playing 3 of it. Then go Toad effect on standby, bring out Swap Frog. And then main phase, use this effect to go ahead and out Seal, chain Seal effect, and then they're going to chain Toad effect to negate that. Then Seal effect, this card is mandatory, so this card would be chain link 1. And then Toad chain link 2, put itself back. And then they're going to bring out Nocto, activate Trap Trick, and then go ahead and chain Marilla. And then that's going to, what? Okay, so you target 1 face-up monster on the field. If that target is still face-up on the field, Phantom Knight monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle. Also, that target loses 600 attack. Also, its level becomes 2. These effects last until the end of this turn. Then special summon this card as a defense monster, defense position normal monster, level 2. Okay. and then go for Toad, and then overlay for Toad. Activate, target Pepega Ruler, bring out Paleo. That's actually just so cool though, I like that. And then go for Nightmare Phoenix, and then just go ahead and go for Unicorn, banish, summon Rodent Totem, then go for access code, effect gang 3000. Just wow, that was a long match. That was a really long, not match, game one. Look at this, a 48-minute long game one. Insane. It was a really cool Paleo deck. But let's see how they do go in second, though. That's the real question. You know, your deck can be really cool at going first, but it's a lot of good going first decks. Your deck's got to be versatile. Opening hand is Book of Moon, Swap Frog, Shadow, Imprisoning Mirror. I've actually seen this card a lot more recently. I saw this in like a side deck. That somebody was playing. I actually don't remember what deck they were playing, but I saw this in the side deck, and it's cool to see, but it's not like crazy. Rise to Full Height and Backjack, so I just don't see this beating dragons like ever. And they have Chamber, Chaos Base, Gamma, White Dragon, Quick Launch. Chaos Base is going to go ahead and get rid of white, and then go ahead and add Black Dragon from the deck to the hand, and then banish white, summon out black, Chaos Base, go ahead, put back white, get a free draw, draws into a knockdown, and then go for Striker. And then they're going to use Striker, Black, Nocto, or, well, it looks like they want to use this as Channeling 3, but they accidentally called it white. Go ahead, summon, search, go grab white, and then go grab Boot Sector Launch. And then Cody said Nocto is trash. This card indeed is not crazy. If you're playing 3 Seyfried and 1 Abs, which is like what's being played now, because like the Phantasmas just are not being like played anymore. Even like with them, you don't really need Nocto. I don't know. I remember when people were playing 3 of this card, it's just more extenders. Like, you don't need extenders to win. The problem is beating cards like Winda, just beating boards. So you need like going second cards, and then go ahead, turn those into Romulus. And then you're going to get Romulus and Nocto. Go ahead and search out Ravine. And then draw into a Twin Twisters. Oh, I'm nasty. I'm actually nasty. I'm so good. Like, I'm so good. I haven't watched this replay or anything. I'm just so good. Like, I wanted to call it off the Chaos Space draw, but I forgot to right as they drew. I was like, oh, I'm going to call it off the Nocto draw. I'm just insane. I'm too good. Simple as that. I'm going to call the Levy hit too. Watch. I'm going to call it right now. It's going to hit Shadow, Imprisoning Mirror 100%. They're going to go grab Tiding, and then go ahead and turn those into a Seal. Then banish Striker, summon out white, then activate Quick Launch. So I'll go ahead and summon out a Tracer from the deck. And then get rid of Tracer, make LP, and then go ahead and get rid of white to go into Pisty. And they already went through black. And then they're going to get LP effect to go ahead and summon out from the main deck. It's going to summon out Seyfried. And then Seyfried effect, get rid of itself, go add Recharger. And then activate Ravine, discard Gamma. And then that's going to go ahead and send the almighty Levy in here from the deck to graveyard. Seyfried, add back Levy. And then go ahead and banish Dark, summon out Levy. Oh, please hit it. Oh, that's not happening. You know what? We take what we can get. We take what we can get. Pisty effect. That will go ahead and summon back out Tracer. Tracer, popping Ravine, and that's going to go ahead and summon out a Rocket Synchron from the deck. And then turn Tracer into Striker Dragon. Striker Dragon effect, pop LP, add back Tracer, and then go ahead and turn those two into a Quad Boral. Activate Boot effect, summon out Recharger and Tracer, and then turn those into Pepega Ruler effect, mill 5. Ooh, Light Engrave, Seyfried, Brotar, Tiding. Definitely not bad. Then grab Seyfried. Then they're going to go ahead and quad effect, get rid of Saferd, and that's going to bring out Tracer and Rocket Synchron, then go ahead and turn those into Hot Red, and then they can banish Tiding, bring out Chamber, go ahead and turn those into Savage, and then Savage effect, equipping Romulus, then go ahead, set Twin, set Tiding, pass turn. I might be like, oh, why are they setting Twin? It's just not doing anything. Where they can go like Seal, Tag Out, Summon, Tiding, bounce back, and then Twin discard. Draw Backjack. Oh, that's a horrible draw. They have 3 normal summons in Paleo with like no extra frogs with us. Yeah, they submit defeat. So now moving on to game 3. Set question. If I Dark Ruler a Paleo, it is no longer affected by monster effects, right? Paleos are normal monsters. Yep. So to make that clear, if you Dark Ruler a Paleo, does nothing. Ooh, said my bad, thanks. But moving on to game 3, the opening hand, we see Paleo going first. They open up Paleo Lean, Needlebug, Swap Frog, Dupe Frog, and Book of Moon. This is good, opening a Swap Frog plus another frog. That's totally awesome. And then they have, well, that equals totally awesome. I don't mean like, oh, that's totally awesome. Then they have Rocket Synchron, Ash, Chaos Space, White Dragon, and Ash. So they do have a few Ashes. They're going to normal summon out Swap Frog. Oh, thank you. They're not one of the people that special summon then normal summon Swap Frog. It makes me so mad. Like, why do that? It's so poor. And then bounce back, get rid of Dupe Frog, bring out Swap Frog. Swap Frog effect to go ahead and dump, and that's going to dump Swap Frog. And then Rodent Totem, bring itself out. And then go ahead and overlay those into a totally awesome. And then set 3. And then pass turn, draw Lightning Storm, standby phase, Toad effect, chain Ash Blossom. And then main phase, Chaos Space, get rid of white. And then they're going to go ahead and chain Toad effect to set that to their board. And then Toad effect, add back Swap Frog. And then Lightning Storm, hit the back row, and then they're going to chain to these. Yeah, chain. So they still get their Chaos Space to grave. And then mill. Oh, they do mill a Paleo. Look at that. Judgment, Trap Trick, and then Foolish. That was some weird mills. Not good like last time. And then said, imagine I have to draw all that. Nest OP. Normal summon out Rocket Synchron. Go for Striker Dragon. And then Striker Dragon effect to go ahead and add Boot Sector Launch from the deck to the hand. And then do the poke. And then main phase 2 effect, add back Rocket Synchron from the graveyard. Pass turn, draw Shadow, Imprisoning Mirror. Oh, that's just game. Like for sure. Like they were already like way ahead here. Rodent Totem bring itself out, normal summon Swap Frog, effective Swap Frog, chain Ash Blossom. And then they're going to go ahead and overlay for the Almighty Toad. And then go ahead and poke. They know what the opponent has in hand here. Both were added off Striker. And then set Shadow, Imprisoning Mirror, pass, draw Twin, standby phase. They can use Toad effect to go ahead and summon out Swap Frog effect to go send Rodent Totem. And then they're going to normal summon out Rocket Synchron, go ahead and turn that into a Striker Dragon, activate Boot, and then Boot effect to summon out back. Summon that back. No point of like Toad negating for sure. Striker beat over Swap Frog, main phase 2, go ahead and turn those into Seal. Pass turn, end phase, activate Shadow, Imprisoning Mirror, bring out, and then, you just submit defeat there. Wow, no GGs, gotta hate to see it. Yeah, like, they go like draw phase, they probably Seal effect before this goes ahead and uses its effect to special summon. They can just go ahead, chain, negate that effect, Toad add back. This effect, go ahead and summon out from deck, but the cards just don't do anything. You can definitely win this, for sure. Like, this is 100% their game. I mean, look, they even have, like, multiple frogs in grave. They're going to go ahead and add back Rodent Totem off, totally awesome. Or I guess, they could also just add back Swap Frog. Because, like, if you add Swap Frog, you can normal it, send dupe, and then, like, that's just another frog in rotation. I guess it depends how they would do it, but I'm pretty sure they would add back Swap and then send dupe, and they go like for the XYZ and then search. They could like MST out boot, summon back out Paleo, boom. another Link, Toad. They could throw a Zeus on top of the Paleo XYZ, so it's a 100% game, 1000% game actually. But we can see that the match was an hour and 12 minutes long. That's wild. I mean, you can kind of expect it from Paleo. You know, the matches can take forever. They did win the dice roll, obviously. That was a huge factor in this match. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of just what it was. I think, like, if they won the dice roll, the match would have been fairly quick, just because, like, game 1, they would have won. Game 2, it could have been, like, a grind match, and then game 3, they most likely would have just won it. But all in all, this Paleo deck, extremely cool. I like seeing it. They were playing, like, multiple copies of these. Needlebug Nest, the Phantomite XYZ. I didn't even think about that card in this deck. Honestly, I know I've read all the Phantom Knight cards before, plenty of times. But I was like, oh, this card's really bad in Phantom Knight or in like Orchest or like whatever deck can make Rusty. But I wasn't even thinking about Paleo with that card. Actually, cool thing about Phantom Knights is I played it before they even came out in TCG. I remember playing like Charge with Raiden in them. And I was like, oh, if you just make Omega, like, that card's insane in that deck. Because you get to put back a Phantom Knight. The game used to be much slower, too, back when Phantom Knights came out. So, like, you wouldn't just, like, auto-lose. Yeah, I don't know. They were cool. It wasn't, like, good when they first came out, like, a pure build. But they were just, like, fun to play as a pure build. And then, obviously, they became very good with the BA cards. They got, like, a no-name as PK Fire. But yeah, I don't know. Cool match. Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. I don't know why this card is being, like, so popular. I guess, like, I honestly don't know why exactly, but, I mean, it stops Levy. That's something. I don't know. Definitely cool, though. I mean, it's a good Floodgate versus this deck, and it also works versus, like, the Shaddoll matchup, of course. And, like, there's probably got to be a whole bunch of random dark decks that you're going to play against out in DB. I mean, look, there's, like, a random frog deck right here. But with all that being said, the DB Grinder is signing off. Oh, wait, before I sign off, please send me replays. Please, I actually have 0 current format replays. You can send me Lightning Overdrive replays. Any rating, as long as, like, you know, the match is good. You can send me high-rated replays, which is you and your opponent both being in top 200 rated. I'd highly appreciate that. You can also send me some old format replays if you want to. I already have some of those, but I would definitely appreciate having more. If you have like wager matches, definitely send me those. I'll take those too as long as the prize pool is over $50. And with all that being said, the DB Grinder is signing off. Peace. Have a nice day.